proud of our pool. We get a lot of compliments on our pool. People tell us it's the cleanest pool they see in Jamaica.
The Blue Paloma is a luxurious bed and breakfast property which is perfect for visitors to Jamaica who are seeking to have an organic and authentic Jamaican experience and care about sustainability and want to live like and amongst Jamaicans.
My name is Andrea Lee. I'm the proprietor for Blue Paloma Bed and Breakfast. Well, I was born in Hanover. I was born in the district of Balk, B-A-U-L-K. Very proud. I went to Middlesex Corner Primary School. Then I went to Rusea. Back then, you had to pass some exam called a common entrance to get to, a high school at the time. So I went to Rusea High School.
Centrally located at the top of East Avenue in Lucea, Blue Paloma is only 45 minutes away from the Montego Bay Airport, 30 minutes from Negril, a 3-minute walk from the Lucea Town Centre, and a 5 to 7 minute walk from the beautiful Watson Taylor Park beach.
This building, we have 10 bedrooms and 12 bathrooms is what we have on this building. Come on upstairs. So we have 7 bedrooms on this floor. Our rooms, we have 3 different configurations. We have a king, queen, and a few rooms with 2 beds in them, so double. That's our configuration on this floor. All the rooms have their own ensuite bathroom, so there's no sharing of bathrooms, and then we have just a general 2-piece for guests have a visitor or something like that. So let me show you some of our rooms. So this would be one of our queen rooms. With bathroom over here. All the rooms have air conditioning control from within the rooms. I am the decorator. We love art. I love art. And I like a certain type of art. Of course, anything Jamaican, Bob Marley and all of that. There's something about Buddhism that I didn't know. I'm not Buddhist, but there's something about Buddhism that inspires me. I think it really teaches you how to live. I think I like the serenity of it all, so we bring some of the pieces to our property. So as you go around, you'll see a lot of pieces. We selected them, we picked them out. My husband and I, we tend to love art. And one of the things that when we created here, a lot of it is about what we like. We both traveled a lot. In my previous life, he still does. And a lot of what we do here is based on, things that really speak to us when we travel. Clean, organized, a little bit on the higher end. So we try to recreate a lot of that here at our property. So 3 configurations, and this would be another configuration, the ones with 2 beds in them. Just about all our rooms open to some sort of a balcony, or you have easy access to a balcony. So this one happens to overlook some pool area. Flavor of room that we have, which is a king room, so these are generally bigger bedrooms with king size beds, and And again, open to a balcony, fully air conditioned. One of the things that we're very proud of is we harvest rainwater. So despite the challenges, we tend to always have water. We have a two-stage treatment type activity for the water, so that's water right there. And we also do our own electricity. We have our solar panels. Help us keep down on the GSTS bill, which I think is probably one of the most expensive thing here on the island, electricity. So at least we get to offset some of that cost, especially in the daytime, and especially for our pool, because that probably used the most electricity. So it's really helped offset a lot of that cost. This is the photo wall. This is where everybody come and take their pictures. This is the breakfast and bed and breakfast. This is where we gather every morning all our guests come to this big table. And this is also where we have our dinner parties. We love those. So, that's when we actually decorate the table and have some kind of formal table setting for our guests. A lot of time it's when we book groups, they tend to love this dinner, this last night dinner, and we decorate and have wonderful servers that come in, and it's usually a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So. Our entertainment area. Yeah, so we do this is where the parties happen. Out here. We're very proud of our pool. We get a lot of compliments on our pool. People tell us it's the cleanest pool they've seen in Jamaica. So we do a lot of work on, keeping our pool balanced and keeping it clean. It is a lot of work, and especially among these trees. Pools are tough. Having a pool among fruit trees
with all these leaves.
Oh my gosh! If I have to do it over again, I probably wouldn't do a pool. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably wouldn't do it. But I can't get rid of the trees. I just cannot. It's a part of it. So if you come and there's a leaf in the pool, you just grab the skimmer and take it out. Everyone who comes to the pool deck works at the pool. So it's our spa area. Once we book our guests, then these things come down. It gets rolled down, it gets closed off, and our wonderful masseuse and all of that, they get to work. So that's one of our offerings for our guests. So it's tough. It is maintaining the place among the trees is a lot of work, but it's fulfilling.
Yeah.
When people come and truly enjoy it. And we see it. Recently we got a Trip Advisors Traveler's Choice Award. So that was fantastic. It was unexpected. So, tells me that we're doing something right. So our little gazebo area. Sit and relax and have a beverage. There's no way you can get rid of these trees, man. There's no way. And you know, the bananas and all of that, we use it almost, you know, daily. So. When guests comes, you know, we because a lot of times they've never seen a mango tree, breadfruit. It's not even about the tree. They've never seen the fruit, so they, you know, they really like going around and you know, understanding what trees what fruit is what. It's like a lesson for them. You know, they're not accustomed to being among all this greenery. Some of them, they know banana. They've only seen it basically ripe, and then they don't know that, you know, you can eat bananas green. And while banana is a standard staple for Jamaicans, for Jamaican breakfast, so you know, it's really a learning experience. And you know, we're happy to educate all our guests on the wonderful, different, unique things about Jamaica. But we encourage them to try, you know, and a lot of them, when they try it, they love it, you know, because we make porridge every day. And when you say porridge, especially Americans are like, porridge? What is porridge? I don't drink porridge. But once they have it, it's like every day. Are we having porridge? Are we having porridge? So, you know, again, our responsibility. I feel like it's our responsibility to teach, you know, our guests about Jamaica. Jamaica has a lot of things. Yes, we have sun, we have sand, you know, we have sea, but we also have all this wonderful stuff, all our fruits. A lot of our fruits, guests have never experienced them. What's a neeseberry? Neeseberry? Guests have never experienced those kind of sweet, soft custard apple, and they really enjoy them. And my job is to let them taste it at least once. Then they can decide if they don't like it, then that's okay. But they can say they tasted it once. No, literally, this is our pride and joy, this apple tree. Oh, delicious. We just actually harvested a few, because the guys say that this is the only apple tree they know of that almost bears all year. We have apples several times a year. So we just harvested, and there's some young, small ones on there, which, you know, I would think in a few months we'll have apples again. And what we did when we got the property, it was tall and very thin, and just keep growing. So we stop it and just letting it spread out. Because to me, it's like, why have all the fruits if you can't harvest them? To me, that makes no sense. So we kind of capped the tree. We won't have it taller than this. And now it's, you know, it grows wider and just works better. But for us, this tree, extremely old, I think. We call it chubby. We put lights on it at Christmas, and it takes way more lights than the other trees. So this is chubby. We love it. Even adults love this swing. This is not just for kids. I think adults have more fun in this swing than children, because every adult wants to sit in this swing, so it's great. Very good. Quite a few mango trees. One by the pool deck, a couple over here, and then one in the back. And you know, right now they're all loaded. So we're giving away mangoes because we can't eat all of them. So we pack them up and give them to so many different people. This morning there was a competition on the radio, what's your favorite mango? And this one was one that was in the running, Blackie. It was in the running. And look how close it is to the ground. then we realized it wasn't on a foundation, so we just went ahead and knocked it down. But we kept these. We kept this step and that veranda.
Oh,
We
okay.
just kind of spruced it up a little bit, putting just a little portico over it and all that. But this is the original step from the building, because I thought they were lovely. So my goal is to put a mural on this wall. That's my goal. I don't know. I have that as part of my plan. I want like this huge mural, water, fish, waterfalls, who knows. Very blue. Blue Paloma came about, it wasn't intended, we didn't originally start with it being a bed and breakfast. We originally started as we wanted a property in Jamaica, a place for us to come, and because my husband and I both come from very large family, it's like, let's create a place where everyone can come and we can have a grand time in Jamaica. So we built the place, and then it was like, well, we're only here, because at that time I was still working in corporate America. We were only here for a short period of time, and it was like, well, let's open it up to the public so others can come and enjoy, because we have so much fun here. So that's kind of how it all started. And you know, we kind of talk about it, do we want it just to be lodging, or do we want to create some kind of more unique experience? So that's why it actually became a bed and breakfast, because we thought, you know, we'll have people come, but then we'll get to introduce them to the things that we love about Jamaica. We spend time at a lot of hotels. The food, to me, is not necessarily authentic Jamaican, even though you're at a hotel in Jamaica. And that is something that we wanted to offer our guests, authentic Jamaican cuisine. So, you know, breadfruit, banana, you know, goat, curry goat, you know, just that kind of thing is what we wanted to do. The way Jamaicans eat, rondong, you know, everything with coconut based type thing, porridge. So that's what we do, and that's what we created, and you know, our guests tend to love it. You know, we see that in our reviews, and we see that in the awards that we get. So we just want to continue to do better and even be better. So we also, especially for locals, we offer our property for, you know, smaller weddings, and that's for our guests too. We try to keep it to a limit, and a lot of what we do, depending on what you want, is limited to how many people can sit at our dining table. So 14 is kind of about our max, because then we can really cater and make it, you know, very special, very unique. A lot of people use our space for baby showers, for their birthday parties, and for things like that. That's available. We have tents that we, you know, sometimes we put up, kind of more make it a garden type party. We put up our big tents under the trees, and we have events there. So, you know, the place is available for individuals to use, and you don't have to stay here for that to be available to you. Here I am, back in Jamaica, trying to invest, do my part. As the Prime Minister said, he wants us all to do our part to invest in Jamaica and help make Jamaica a better place, and that's what we're doing. Well, why Lucea? Why anywhere else in Jamaica? You know, I am from Hanover. So to me, Hanover, I lived in Kingston before I migrated, but you know, there's a certain love and a certain affinity for Hanover and for Lucea. Lucea is a quaint town. It's an interesting town. It's a one-road town. If you think about it, there's one road that goes around, and you're, you know, in the town. But you know, to me, Lucea, Hanover has a lot to offer. There's Fort Charlotte. There's the beach. You don't have to necessarily, if you're living Lucea or you're from around Lucea, you don't have to get in a car to go to a beach, to go experience what a lot of guests that come to Jamaica come here to experience. And I like the authenticity of Lucea. You know, it's not pretentious. There's nothing pretentious about Lucea. The people are vibrant, you know, the fruit, the market, it's just a wonderful place to live. I love it. And you know, I can walk around anytime, anywhere, and I feel relatively safe. Yes, everyone has to take some precautions, but it's a lovely place to live. You get fresh fruits off the trees. I mean, it's lovely. Why would you live anywhere else?
The air, the water.
What? It is so fresh here. You know, you don't have a problem with pollution per se, you know, from the air. It's really wonderful place to live. I can't imagine living anywhere else in Jamaica.
And the water.
Oh gosh, what is it, 80 something degrees all the time? And it's literally a 7-minute walk from here at Blue Paloma to the ocean. To the Caribbean Sea, it's a 7-minute walk. And I know because I timed it. And it's not a jog. It's a walk. You meander.
A leisurely walk.
A leisurely walk down a hill. You don't have to turn left. You don't have to turn right. You just walk straight down the hill. You cross the main road, which is the A1, and you're at the water. So, love it. Yes, we really nurture our fruit trees. We love them. We have mangoes. We have several kind of mangoes. Blackie is probably the most popular. We have about 3 blackie trees, and they're fully loaded right now. We have pear tree, Jamaican pear, not avocado, just to be clear, Jamaican pear. We have naseberry. That one is generally not familiar to our guests. And we have apple. Again, Jamaican apple, Otahiti apple, which is very good.
Oh my gosh.
Our guests from Kingston, we have guests who come and don't want to leave. They don't want to go back. Because I think, you know, from my experience living in Kingston, I lived there a long time ago. Kingston is lovely. You know, it's a place to work and, you know, do all this wonderful, and it has a lot of offerings. But it's not, there's Kingston and there's the country to Kingston. And I think being in the country, it's just a different vibe. You know, it's a lot more laid back. You can enjoy all the fruits you want. You got the beach. You have everything within walking distance when you're quote unquote in the country. So we walk everywhere. We go through, you know, the hills. We come around to the main road. Sometimes we end at the ocean. We visit Fort Charlotte, take them by the Anglican church, and we generally walk around the town. And it's in the morning, so it's not as crowded, so it's a lot safer for our guests. And they really enjoy it. They really, really enjoy it. Because sometimes we're in some places where you hardly see any traffic. All you see is foliage. It's nice and green, and the air is fresh, and you're in the hill and you look over the town. It's just beautiful. January 2020, right at the beginning of Corona, that's when we opened to the public, and everyone knows what happened. But it was, you know, it was a little rough, but you know, we were able to keep all our staff, and we stayed open. We didn't entertain any guests because, you know, we didn't want to get sick either. So, but things have changed. You know, things have picked up, and you know, our booking look really good at this point, and you know, we're just excited. I mean, this is we're in it for the long haul. It's not for the short term. Why should we invest in the parish? I think a lot of us, and especially, you know, a lot of us who have, most Jamaicans I know want to come back to Jamaica. Most Jamaicans I know, they want to come back. A lot of time they don't. And a lot of them would like to come back, even if they don't come and live, they would like to come and back and forth, but have all the creature comforts of home. And especially people from Hanover like to stay in Hanover, because I have even my family members, you know, they go to Kingston, they can't wait to come back to Hanover and to Lucea. Even some of them want to go stand on the side of the street just to...
By the Lucea veranda.
Yes.
That's an event. Standing on the veranda on a Friday evening is an event.
An event. You get some jerk chicken and, you know, some jerk pork and whatever. But why shouldn't we? I mean, this is home. No one can take our Jamaican-ness away from us. So to me, no matter where we are, as Jamaicans, we think about Jamaica, we represent Jamaica, and I think most people who would like to invest in Jamaica, I think there are a lot of barriers and there are a lot of challenges, because I will be honest, if I'm being honest, it's not for the faint at heart. Because you probably left, you went to a first world country, you expect certain things. You don't expect to be in the bank all day just to do a transaction, right? So it's not for the faint at heart. You have to kind of check your first world expectation. You know, leave it at the airport if you're coming to do business. So you have to make some adjustments in order for it to work. But I can tell you this, there are opportunities, and I think, you know, investing in Jamaica benefits all of us. It benefits brand Jamaica, and it's just the right thing to do if you're able to. Well, it's luxury, but it's authentic Jamaican. That's why you will have a great time. I believe that we have just about everything that you will get from, you know, the bigger, more commercial properties. We have all of that. And then it's within a luxurious environment, and the service is fantastic. You know, we have a great team at Blue Paloma, and everyone is excited. I mean, everyone wants to show our guests the best that Jamaica has to offer, the best that Lucea has to offer, the best that Hanover has to offer. So that's why you should come and visit us and let us take care of you.